Ah, yes, it's me with the frizzy hair again. I am Dee Dee. For those of you that don't know me, Delusion Dispeller was my former name. Now I just go by Dee Dee. And I am about to do my dishes. I'm going to set y'all right over here. And we can chat while I do my dishes. Because otherwise they're not getting done. Because I'm tired and I don't feel like doing them. So I'm being a brat about it. And I thought rather than just be stubborn and go to bed and not do them, I may as well do them while I chat with some good friends, if any good friends decide to show up and chat with me. At any rate, that's what's going on now. I don't have a, hey, sweet meat, I don't have a whole lot of dishes to do, but enough that it's going to take me a little bit. So I thought, why not just chat with people? Anyway, so I will, as I said in my description of the video, which probably nobody read, because honestly, I don't think I read many descriptions on videos before I go into chats and lives and stuff like that either, so I don't blame you if you didn't. But what I was trying to say in my description of the video was I no longer have my car at the moment because there is a saying, what can go wrong will go wrong. Not saying that that's necessarily what happened, but what did happen is I did not have lights on the back of my vehicle for the longest time, as you all know. Still don't, as far as I know. Anyhow, a nice lady, I won't give specific details, but a nice lady, and no, she's not from YouTube or any type of social media that I know of, unless she talks to her grandchildren through email or something. I honestly don't know. Anyway, she decided to help us out, and she knew a mechanic that could help us. So she hooked us up with the mechanic, and he came, looked at the vehicle, and said, I think I can help you, but I need to get some parts. So I'll be back after I get the parts. Okay, no problem. We waited a few days. He came back. He had a part in his hand. And he got in the back of the vehicle and kind of looked around the lights and whatever, tried to fix it, figure out what was going on. He said, oh, unfortunately, this part is not going to work. I thought it would, but it won't. So I'm going to take the part, go home, and I'll be back. So, all right. Next day, I get in my vehicle. It was actually Monday. Got in my vehicle, turned the key, tried to turn the key, couldn't turn the key. Going like this, what's going on, what's happening, am I turning it the wrong way, what the heck? And I'm getting more and more frustrated as I'm trying to turn the key, moving the steering wheel, going, okay, well, maybe sometimes that'll loosen it up, so you can twist the key. Nothing. Check the gear shift thing. Nothing. Still can't turn the key. So I call him back and say, seem to be having a problem. I can't turn my key in my ignition. He goes, oh, yeah, it was doing that when I was working on it, too. I said, okay, well, what do we do? He said, well, I'll come back and I'll see if I can, get it unlocked for you or whatever, unjammed. So he came to the house. He tried it. He couldn't get it to work. He said, okay, can you have your vehicle towed over to Iowa where I work in my mechanic shop? Sure, I guess so. Except it's probably going to be costly. He said, no, your insurance should cover it. So I called my insurance, and of course they do cover it. They cover towing. So I called them up. They had somebody here. They towed it off to the shop. No problem. He said to me, well, it's not an issue. I'll pay for everything to get it repaired and whatever. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. Today I get a message from the original person that kind of introduced me to the mechanic guy. And she asked me, are you going to be able to help pay for whatever needs to be repaired? I said, well, I don't know, because I don't know, what needs to be repaired. I'm not sure. She said, okay, well, actually, I was paying for it. The guy isn't going to actually pay for it. He can't, because he's in a situation where he can't afford it. We were just going to pay for it for you, my husband and I. We didn't want to say anything because we didn't want you to feel, put out or uncomfortable with us paying for it. I said, okay, that's not a problem, but I would just have to know, how much I have to pay, and then we'll save up and try to make payments to pay for the repairs or whatever. So we're both kind of waiting to hear back as to what the damage is, so to speak, and how much we have to come up with to pay for it. So yeah, that happened. Meanwhile, I have been taking a bus to work back and forth. I did apply for a couple other jobs, and I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. Time will tell. But there are some jobs that I really would like to get, and if I am able to get them, that'd be great. So we'll see. Like I said, time will tell. Meanwhile, I was part of a group, I thought. It was a 5-day contest. I told Sweetweed about this earlier, where it's 5 days to fit. It's called 5 Days to Fit. And it sounded like a fun group. So I joined the face group support part of it and whatever. Next thing I know, I'm booted out of the group. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. The group was here. I was looking forward to the next video the lady was going to do. So I'm getting all frustrated because I can't find the group on Facebook. So I'm writing the lady on different social media things that she has. And she finally writes back and says, well, yeah, I did kind of boot you off of the Facebook group because we want to keep everything positive. And I'm like, okay, what did I say that was negative? So, well, you said that drinking 100 ounces of water will bloat you. And you didn't know how you were going to do it because you couldn't run to the bathroom all the time on your job. Well, I'm thinking, right, I can't afford to just stop what I'm doing during the day and run to the bathroom all the time. If I drink 100 ounces of water, that's a lot of water. So anyway, what was weird was, okay, I accepted the fact that she booted me out of the group because she wanted to keep it positive. Okay, whatever. Even though what I said was true and should have been addressed with, well, gee, then maybe don't drink so much water or whatever. But see, it's a contest. So you can win $250 if you can do everything on the little chart during the week. Okay, thank you. My husband thinks I'm pretty cute. Anyways, no, I'm sure you're being facetious because my hair looks a sight right now. And I don't look like the best. That's okay. I appreciate the compliment, even if it was kind of tongue-in-cheek and sarcastic. I get it. I'm not trying to impress anybody. It is what it is right now. It's late at night, and I'm getting ready to go to bed shortly, so I don't try to look like a glamour queen right before bed. Sorry to disappoint you on that. Anyhow, what the heck was I saying? This happens every time. I swear you guys come in just to throw me off, don't you? You little troll people. So I was upset that I got booted out of the group. I kept asking her what was wrong. She told me, and I was like, well, you know what? I'm still going to follow the group on my own. I'll still follow the rules and see if I can't lose somebody doing it. She didn't respond to me. I haven't heard back from her. But then I get an email this morning. Day 2 of the group. Are you ready for the next video? Blah, blah. I'm thinking, why are you still sending me this stuff if you booted me out of your group? Doesn't even make sense. Matthew thought maybe it was an automated thing, which it probably was, but I don't know. Life has been weird lately. Very crazy. Not in a bad way necessarily, just in a weird way, just in a way where you're like, okay, God, I'm just giving you this day back because I don't understand. I can't figure it out what I'm supposed to do with this. So one of those kind of weird days. Anyhow, so I took a bus to work, took a bus home, part of the way. I actually walked down this big, huge hill. I don't even know what the distance was. It was a good distance. Down to the main street from where I got off at work. And then I hopped on the bus because by the time I got down the hill, the bus was sitting right there, literally just ready to pick me up. So I took that bus, took the bus to another bus. And the second bus that I got on, the guy's like, hey, I remember you and your husband. How's everything going? And I had a little bit of small talk with him and whatever. And I said, oh, you're still driving bus? He said, yeah. And he told me that, they're still hiring for bus drivers. I said, oh, well, my husband doesn't drive. And as far as me being a bus driver, no, I couldn't deal with that. I really couldn't. First of all, I'm too nervous of a driver. I don't think I would want to, be trying to drive and deal with people at the same time. That would just be a tall order for somebody like me. So, no, thank you. I will stick with my job, or a new job if I get one, but not bus driving, not for me. So I came home and we ate tacos. And then I made some pudding, sugar-free pudding, with some protein powder and some collagen and some peanut butter, PBJ, or PB2, not PBJ, PB2, which is powdered peanut butter. Put that in there. And I was going to put fruit in it, and I thought, you know what, that's too many carbs before bed, so I'll just save the fruit for the morning. I have been having this size of cup. These are wee cups. They're like little, see, there it says wee right there. It's like French for yes or something. Anyway, I fill it about to here, the top of the flowers. That's about 4 ounces, and I have that much juice in the morning. Any kind of juice I want. And that's it. That's all I drink. And boy, does that help with the regularity thing that we old people go through as our bowels and bladders get sluggish. So that was a plus. If anybody wants to know what to do, there you go. That will help you immensely with that sort of thing. Or it should anyways. So give it a try. It's worth a try, right? Okay. Anyway. I will not be on here long because I can tell nobody really wants to talk. And you know me, I'm not hanging around if I'm talking to myself. It's not going to happen. And I really don't feel like having a troll talk either. I used to do that a lot. Now I'm kind of like over it. Like, nah, really don't feel like talking to trolls all night. Not my thing. Okay, but I am almost done with my dishes, thankfully. So not too much longer and I will be finished. And I can move on with my night. I did do my Valiant homework. That is pretty much quarter of the way done, I think. So that was good. Last night we had a very nice Valiant meeting at Cats. We're not starting this. Hold on a minute. Who is where and who's growling? What's going on here? I hear you. I don't see you. Oh, I see. Mav, what's going on? What's going on? Is Bobo in here somewhere? I can't see anything. It's too dark in that thing. Let me see. Let me see what's happening here. Maverick stuff. Seriously. Who are you growling at? Is anybody in there? Oh, hi, Bowie. Bowie's not bothering you. Leave him alone. Okay. That's just Maverick growling at Bo. Because they're both in the cat house. And Maverick doesn't like Bo in the cat house, apparently. Hopefully, no fights ensue on that respect. There goes my alarm telling me it's chill time. Matthew and I just got done reading our 2001 question book, which was really fun. We like that book. Makes you think a lot, you know. So we did that. We had a little bit of our devotion time. And get my dishes done, get my kitchen a little bit cleaned up. Oh, you're fine, sweetie. No worries. It's not on you to carry the whole chat room, you know. It's not on any one person. If y'all would like me to come on, then you gotta show up once in a while and chat. That's just how it goes in a chat room, you know. Otherwise, I'm not gonna sit and chat with myself for very long. I'm sure you understand. You get it. Plus, I'm ADD, so, you know, my brain only focuses for so long, and then I get bored and want to go do something else. So, yeah. So, this one church we found, we get to actually sit and draw if we want during the service. It's pretty cool. So, we're probably going to go back there for sure. The neat thing is, if we want to, we can go to both churches. Like, go to one service and then just hop on over to the other service. We might eventually. First, I need to have a vehicle to do that, though. So we'll see what happens with the car, the SUV. See if they can get it fixed and figure out what's going on with it. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, as they say. Oh, the dinner last night was really good. Yeah, at the leader's house for Valiant Woman. Oh, Oh, yay. That's awesome, Sweetly. Congratulations. Clap for you with my sudsy hands. Way to go. I know you were concerned about that. I'm glad you did great on that presentation for sure. That's awesome. Got to do something to succeed step by step in this world and all of our endeavors eventually in some way, shape, or form. It's what makes us keep on striving towards our goal is eventually succeeding at one of our goals. No matter how small the success, it's all good. So, yeah. I do have something neat coming up on Friday. I can't really explain in the capacity that it's in, but I will say this. I am taking some people to a gymnastics class. And that ought to be interesting to take people to a gymnastics class. It'll be fun. I get to kind of help and supervise, and it's part of my job. So that'll be neat. Something different to do. I'll let y'all know how it goes. Last time I took some people to a cooking class, and that was pretty cool. We made enchiladas. That was really fun. Vegetable ones, because trying to help each other with health issues and such. Oh, I'm sure it'll go fine. That's on Friday. I got a little ways till then. So, there's that. So tomorrow I will catch the bus again to work, barring some sort of miracle that somebody says, oh, hey, are you going such and such a place? I'll take you there. Yeah, I can dream, can't I? Nope, gotta use the old hoofers. Get the feet moving and get walking. The only problem is it's super cold here right now. Very, very cold, especially in the morning before the sun comes out. It was supposed to be like 14 degrees here. I don't know if it actually went that low, but it was cold. I doubled up my layers for sure today. I had my thermal shirt on. I had some pants on under my pants. Yep, it was cold. Okay, so just about finished here. So 16 people, what is new? What's going on with you? Anything you want to talk about, chat about? Any life happenings you want to discuss? So there was a girl on my Facebook. I actually know her from another church that I went 2 years ago. I actually played keyboard in one of the churches where the guy that is now the pastor, he was my worship leader person that like kind of trained me more on the keyboard, helped me do songs and kind of stretched me a little bit, had me doing some what they call riffs, which is just like extra keyboardy stuff in between the songs and stuff I had never done before. He really stretched me a lot, and that was good for me. I learned a lot. Anyway, don't know if I can do it now, but at the time it was pretty cool. So now he's a pastor of a church, and this girl and I went to this church together for a little bit. She was there longer than I was. She was like really close to a lot of the people there. But I started seeing things and hearing things that were bothering me about how people were being treated. And I didn't say anything because I knew that this girl was really into this church. So I don't go around bad-mouthing people's churches if I know, they're planning on staying there and it's their place of fellowship, whatever. So I didn't say anything to her. Well, flash forward to recently, she was mistreated, or some other people were mistreated in this place. She didn't like it, so she basically left. And I didn't know she had left till I asked her today. She had posted something about needing help and having a lot of health struggles and such. And I said, well, are you still at so-and-so's church? And she said, oh, no, I didn't like the way people were being treated, so I left. And I was like, okay. Well, now I can tell you, now that you're out of there, that I was mistreated as well. And she said, well, that's terrible. You never deserve that. You're a good person. And etc. Well, I told her that I heard her cries for help, and if there was anything I could do to help her, I would. And I also told people on my Facebook, you know, when somebody cries out for help, we're supposed to be the body of Christ. So let's be faith in action. Let's be church in action. Let's see if we can help this person. And there were a few other people that chimed in and said, yeah, we're having a rough time too. The money's not going as far as it used to. We don't have food sometimes. I said, we're the church. We are supposed to help these people. Who's in with me? Of course I didn't hear from anybody. Yeah, I'd like to start a group to help these people. Nothing. Which really discouraged me. Because I hate when people say they're the church and then do nothing that the church would do to help people. But whatever. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that, if anything. But I'm still in touch with the girl and told her, I'm here. If you need somebody to talk to or there's anything I can do, you just let me know. I'll be there for you. I'll try to help you through. Sometimes I go to a pantry for food, and I can always bring you some extra food if you need food. Pastor Donnie, the one that runs the pantry, is like, hey, take some for your neighbors, take some for your friends. He wants people to have food. He doesn't want anybody to go hungry. That's the burden of his heart. It always has been. So, yeah, we could take her some food sometime if I have a vehicle to do that. But she hasn't said she has that specific need yet. Somebody else on the Facebook chat said that sometimes they go without food. I don't know who that person is, but if I could help anybody, I will. When I have a vehicle to get around and help people, I will. I know what it's like to go without food. I know what it's like to be hungry. I know what it's like to live in your car in the weekends because you have nowhere to call home. The reason for that was I was living with an ex-boyfriend who said I could move in, and he would have girls over and stuff, and he'd be like, well, I got plans today, so you can't come here, or I'll be sleeping with my girlfriend over here, and blah, blah, blah. So you got to kind of make yourself scarce. So I'd be like, that's fine. I'll go sleep in my car. And I did on the weekends. So, yeah, that's a pretty lonely time in my life. But I drew really close to God because he's literally all I had during that time. So, yep, I got through it with his help and his grace. And now when I see somebody else struggling, I want to help. Like those people on the corner that hold those signs up that say, I'll take any kind of money you want to give me. I lost my job. I'm homeless. Blah, blah. I want to help those people. And if they go and spend that on drugs or booze or whatever, I won't know about it. God will know about it. But I'll know that out of the kindness of my heart, I gave to those people. And just because some people misuse money that you give them doesn't mean every single person you give to doesn't have a genuine need. So, I don't know. And that's part of Shabbat, too. When I do Erev Shabbat on Friday nights, you're supposed to have a little box called the Sidkenu, I think is how you say it. And you're supposed to keep money in it so that when you see somebody that's hurting or starving or struggling, you can give them that money. And I really want to do that. So that's another reason I want to get a really good job that pays more, has more hours or whatever, so that I can help people that really need help. Because as long as I'm able-bodied and my arms and legs work and I can work a job, I would like to work a job to help others. Now, I know in the past, you've heard me talk about how I hate working and I would just like to sit home. And if I could have everybody else support me, I would. Yes. However, there was one thing I forgot. I may not want to work to help myself necessarily, but I do want to help other people. I mean, I want to help myself if I can, but I mean, I had forgotten about, well, yeah, if you go out to work, you can take some of that money and help others. Now, that's motivating for me. That's a good motivation for me. That makes me want to go out and work and get paid so that I can help others. So, yeah, that's how I feel about that. That's my new motivation, is to help other people that are really struggling in life. All right, anyway, because I saw this thing on, what's it called? Something about amazing kids or something. Hi, LB. And these amazing kids, like one little boy would go and hand sandwiches, chicken sandwiches to homeless people out, in Skid Row or whatever you call it, where they're just really destitute. He just walk up and say, "Would you like a sandwich?" Warm chicken sandwiches. And you know, that's what I want to do. I want not necessarily chicken sandwiches, but help other people that are in need. People helped me when I was in need, so I want to do the same. So like I said, that's my motivator, to get a good job, to be able to have extra money, to be able to do that, to, you know, help people. Not to go on YouTube and broadcast it and, hey, I'm out here helping the poor people. No, not like that. Just really to help people, like, sincerely from my heart, because there's a lot of struggling people out there. So yeah, anyway. I don't know. We take a lot of things for granted that we have. If we didn't have things that we have, maybe we would appreciate them more sometimes, I think. Okay, anyhow. I am going to have some tea. It's my little ritual I do at night before bed. I am going to try to get my husband some tea, too. I really want to figure out where my nutmeg went, though, because that's supposed to help him sleep well. I don't know if I have any nutmeg. I have every other kind of spice under the sun, but nutmeg, for some reason, does not stick around very long. I might even thrown it out. I might have been like, I don't use this stuff anyway, so why keep it? I don't know. Oh, tangerine passion fruit I can put in my water bottle. Chicken bouillon. What else we got here? Ooh, banana cream jello pudding. That's for tomorrow. Tonight we did butterscotch. Here's some more chocolate fudge pudding. Sugar-free. Yep, I don't see any nutmeg here. Well, bummer. That's something I need to put on my grocery list so I don't forget it. Let me do that right now before I forget to write it down. Let's see. Find my erasable marker somewhere in this drawer. Do I not have any erasable marker in there? Interesting. Okay, hang on, guys. I need to find my marker. Oh, there's a dry erase marker. I'm going to write nutmeg on my board over here. Nutmeg. Hey, honey, I think the thing on the 29th was a bill that was due, possibly. That's what I think. I think that was the housing thing. I don't know. Maybe there was something, but I don't remember anything other than that. Oh, okay. Yep. Good to see you, LB. No problem. Yeah, I mean, even the Bible says that when you do a kind work, or like when you, I think it's when you pray or something, go into your prayer closet, because your Father who sees you in secret will reward you openly. And don't be like the Pharisees who stand on the street corners and proclaim whatever. I don't know the exact verse, but you guys know what I mean, basically. To do things secretly is not about getting the praise or the accolades. It's definitely not for me. I just know I've been there, and I know what it feels like when somebody does not care, or you feel like nobody cares, and then that one person comes along and gives you a little gift of something or provides something you need. These are basic needs, and that's what people were saying on Facebook. This is reality, folks. There are some of us out here that are really struggling. This is real to us. But we know nobody cares and nobody understands. And I chimed in and said, I do understand and I do care. And I wouldn't know you had the need except you let me know you have it. So how can I help? But so far, nobody said how I can help, actually. So I don't know. Hang on, I'll be back. Ouch. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Have my drink here. Hi, AC Slater. How are you? Oh, lots of stuff's up. You have to rewind my video to find out what's up, AC. Lots of stuff. Good stuff, troubling stuff, challenging stuff. It's all up. What's up with you, AC? What's new? That is the end of that drink mix. That's another thing I need to put on my list when we get ready to go shopping again is some water flavoring stuff. I am due for a replacement. Been drinking a lot more water, which is good. I feel like there's another one somewhere. One of my water flavor things. Ooh, there is. A little bit more of my lemonade left too. Get rid of my pop-ups here coming up on the screen. That one's gone. Using up all my old flavorings. There's one more I think I have, but that one's not going to get used up right now. I'm going to write down on here that I need water flavorings. We need water too. Water and water flavors. There. Making up my list as I go. Then when it's time to shop, I'll have everything all planned out and I can just hop to the store and get what I need. Works for me. Okay. So I figured out in the morning when I get ready to go to work, if I make myself a nice little protein shake, I take some of this, PB2, and some of this, which I need to buy more of. Should write that on the list too, I forgot that. And then I take a scoop of that, collagen powder, a little bit of stevia for sweetener. What else do I do? Trying to think of what else I put in it today. Maybe that was it. Make my little protein shake, some cinnamon usually, I think. I try to put as much protein in it as I can. The protein, the PB2 isn't super high in protein, but it gives a little bit of protein. Oh yeah, and then of course the milk. I used grass-fed regular cow milk today. But you can use any kind of milk. And I used some of my almond coconut milk too. Kind of mixed it together. I don't think I'm doing hot tea tonight. I think I'm just going to drink my drink. Because I'm tired enough. I don't think I need hot tea to put me to sleep. And as soon as I get the nutmeg, I'll start giving that to Matthew at night and see if that helps him sleep. Nutmeg is supposed to relax you somehow, I guess, and help you sleep better. But I have not tried it yet, so it's something I plan on trying. Why is this screen so blurry? Ugh. Okay, I guess that's better a little bit. Anyway. Okay. Well, AC, you asked me what's up. I asked you what's up. You didn't answer, so I'm guessing you don't want to talk. Sometimes people just come in and say, hey, or what's up, or hi, and that's it. That's all you're getting. You're not getting a conversation out of them. Alrighty then. I think I am done with everything, really. Now all I got to do is figure out what I'm going to wear tomorrow. It does help you make you sleepy. Well, I was looking for nutmeg milk or nutmeg to put in milk because somebody told me. Well, somebody didn't tell me. I read that somewhere or saw a video about it, saying that something in nutmeg helps people relax. So yeah. Anyway. But yeah, turmeric is very good in tea. I like it a lot. They call it Is it golden tea or something like that? I can't remember, but it's really yummy. I like it. So, but I do want to get some of that nutmeg too and try that. Do need to get some more protein powder, only this time I think I might try the vanilla. That is chocolate, unless I get one of each, maybe. I'm not sure. I'd like to get different flavors of protein powder, but that's pea protein, and it's pretty good. I like it. I got used to it after a while. It's plant-based, farmed without the use of toxic pesticides or fertilizers, and it is truly clean. It is Garden of Life organic protein. They sell it at local markets, not meat markets, supermarkets. Duh. It's got all kinds of good, healthy stuff. Ooh, does it have spirulina in it? I didn't even look at that. It's got chlorella in it. That'd be cool if it had spirulina, but it doesn't. That's okay. It's got other stuff that's good in it. I do want to get a hold of some spirulina. That's supposed to be pretty good for you too. But it's got lots of amino acids in it, which are really good and healthy. I know I feel really good when I drink this stuff, especially when I add extra protein to it. It's like 20 grams of protein in a scoop of it. That's really good for protein for breakfast, especially if you add more to it. Anyway, so yeah. Turmeric, ginger, nutmeg, black pepper, cinnamon, ground cardamom. Yes, you got to have that black pepper because that activates the turmeric. Ah, yeah. No, I like stevia. I'd put stevia in mine. I'm a sweet person. I like things to taste sweet or salty if they're supposed to taste salty. And I'm one who adds sweetener or sometimes a little bit of pink Himalayan salt. Which with my alternate day fasting, intermittent fasting thing, I need to have salt. Otherwise, my electrolytes get out of balance. So I have to have salt, potassium, and I think magnesium and calcium, if I remember correctly. So I got to make sure I keep up on all that when I'm doing that fasting stuff. Anyway, I think I'm going to get going. Nobody struck up any kind of topic that they want to discuss, really, in particular. So I guess y'all are talked out from other chats or whatever, busy at your days, nights, whatever it is. So I will get going, but thank you for hanging with me for a brief moment while I got my dishes done. They're done, and I'm happy that they're done. Look, there's so few of them anymore. I have that. That's a sink full. That's about it. I have these new, I'll show you this real quick and then I'm going to go. We went to Target today and Matthew's goofy. He was texting me on my phone, and I had taken the bus and went to Target first before I go on to my destination of my job. And he's talking to me like, "Where are you right now? How long are you going to be there? Blah, blah, blah." And I'm answering him, and all of a sudden he goes, "Hey." And I turn around, and he's like right behind me. I was like, "What are you doing, you dork?" He's silly. So I told him about these bowls that I wanted. They're really cool. They're nothing like fancy or anything, but for my purposes, they'll be great. They're just little square bowls, and they have these neat little wooden lids on them with like a little suction, I don't know what you call that thing, around the, like a plastic ring around the outside to keep out the germs and in the food, I guess, whatever. Keep the bacteria off of it. So you just put the little lid on there like that. It just sets right on there and you can pull it off. So I got two of them. One of them has my pudding in it. This one I haven't done anything with yet. But I'm going to set it here so I can wash it in the morning and use it for something. Good storage bulk. And I got the square ones because square will fit better in my refrigerator and neater. I'd like to get a lot more of them so I can stack them in there and have like lots of bowls where I can put stuff, vegetables or whatever. Maybe cut up some fresh vegetables and have them in there for when I want them. I don't know. It's an idea. Anyway, that is my latest endeavor, if you will. Oh, Matthew put carpet in the cat house, by the way. He carpeted a couple of the floors in there, so the cats are like blissfully happy with their new cat house. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to get going because I said I was going a while ago and I didn't go yet. Now I'm going to really go. Oh, hi, Carly. Long time no see. All our cats are doing very well. It has been a long time. I was just about to sign off. Unless you want to talk, I'll talk with you. Hi, honey. There's your answer to how's Matthew. Carly was asking how you are. He's doing okay.
I'm getting more used to my glasses.
He's got new glasses. I look wonderful. Aw, thank you, Carly. Thank you. I know I like this blouse. It's old, but it's got a lot of holes in it. These are all holes. I gotta sew those. Well, not that. That's kind of a, well, that is a hole. Anyway, I'm gonna sew those. So I think it went through the dryer the wrong way and got ripped on the sides. So I got a needle and thread. I'm gonna sew those closed so they're not all open like that. But yeah, I like the blouse. I like it a lot too. Thank you. What's new with you, Carly? Did you get any new puppy dogs? I always think of you and your 3 pit bulls, I think, or were they Rottweilers? I can't remember. Aw. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. Very nice. Yeah, I had a birthday in August. I turned 56 years young. Woohoo. It is good to see you, though. I hope things are getting better for you. I hope you're finding happiness. I know you went through a really sad time, and many people's hearts were broken for you, and we all grieved with you. You were not alone in that, for sure. Just so you know. Aww. I'm sorry, Carolee. I didn't know your nephew passed away. May he rest in peace. I'm very sorry to hear that. Yeah, a lot of people have lost people from different reasons. Very hard. I'm so sorry. Anyway. Yeah, I was just about getting ready to sign off, so you came in at a good time. You'll never get along another dog. Oh, trust me, I can imagine the pain. I lost my kitty cat, my teddy bear. He died. You may as well say right in our arms, pretty much. He wasn't necessarily in my arms because he didn't want to be in my arms. He backed himself into a corner between the food shelf and the refrigerator. And he just wanted us to pet him while he passed on. It was so hard. So I do understand your pain. I definitely do. There's nothing easy about losing a pet. A day over 30? Okay, thank you. Well, now I'm drinking lots more water, so I'm sure it's hydrating my skin cells. Maybe keeping my hair fresh. I don't know. I got to do something with my hair. I'm not sure what. Right now, I don't have extra money to do much of anything with my hair that I want to. But someday soon, we're believing for blessings to come our way so we have extra money and I can do something about it. Yeah, I know. I understand. Just know that you're not alone. I know I can't take away your pain. I'm so sorry. I loved your doggies too, what I saw of them. I actually experienced something very similar to what you did, Carly, where I lost like 3 dogs in very close amount of time. 2 of them got hit by a car, and one of them had to be taken away by the pound because he bit a girl twice, who happens to be my one daughter's really close friend. She still has a scar on her leg because of it. My dog was a Chow Shepherd, and unfortunately, this particular dog, Maxie was his name, Max, he was very protective of me and very possessive over me, and he was great to me. But when anybody else came in the house, he got vicious and attacked them. And I finally had to just let him go to the pound because he couldn't stop biting people. Aw. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Carly. Oh. Yeah, fentanyl has been linked to a lot of those situations. I've read about it. Oh, we miss you too. I'm not on much, Carly. You'll see if you look at my live streams. I'm not on live very often anymore. I've been through, drug through the ringer, you might as well say. And I'm just tired of it. I come on once in a while if I have something I want to talk about, or like tonight I wanted to get my dishes done, and I just wasn't feeling motivated, and I really needed dishes for breakfast tomorrow. So I thought, well, I'll just go on live and chat and see if anybody comes on. Oh, you're okay, Carly. Thank you for keeping me on a little bit longer for anybody else that enjoys having me on here and just doesn't talk to me. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming in. It's not that I want to go, but I just run out of stuff to say. Oh, Momo. So now, Carly, just so you know, I have Mimi, Momo, Maverick, Neo, and Bo. Those are my kitties now. I have 5 kitties. And 5 is more than enough sometimes. It's a lot. But it's not like having 3 guinea pigs and 10 cats. And no, I can't do that anymore. It's too much. Way too much. A lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of time. And I work now, so I don't have time to constantly be saddled down with pets all the time. So yeah, the guinea pigs found homes. They're very happy. I don't know if I still have the video. I might. I would have to figure out which one it was. I can certainly look for it. Are you wanting a copy of it, or are you just asking me if I remember? I do remember, definitely. I remember that. Yes, I'll never forget that. We had a good time on panel, I think. I think we had a little bit of friction between us, but nothing terrible. Yeah, this is Mrs. Meow, actually. Yeah, I can look for it, Carly. I'm not sure which one it was, but I can definitely look for it. If you want a copy, there might be some way I can send it to you, like through Google Drive, maybe. I'm not really sure. Even just that part of it. There's got to be some way I can get it to you if you want it. Yeah. This is Momo. This is my old lady kitty. Aww. Oh, I remember when you told me about you seeing that kitty and kind of feeding it and taking care of it. That's good. That's good to put your heart into another animal that needs love, especially strays, alley cats, and such. They need love too. Like my Neo, he was a feral cat. we took him in and got him neutered, and now he's a tame kitty. But he still loves being outdoors because he's a feral cat, and he's a Norwegian kitty cat. Aww. Oh, I know. I know. Yes. When there's a disease that goes through the pack of animals, it's awful. Absolutely awful when they all pass on in the same vicinity, like I said, or the same amount of time. Like my dogs did, my Chow Shepherds. I had them since they were puppies too, little newborn puppies. And then they got older, and Maddie dog was so cute, looked like a little fox with freckles on his nose. And he ran uptown, I think with Maxie, and Maddie got hit by a car, ran over by a car. And I had to tell my daughter, Randy. Interestingly enough, my granddaughter's name is Madison, and we call her Maddie. And I always wondered if there was something kind of subconsciously, because Randy, whose dog Maddie was, she was very close to Madison, and still is. She was Madison's favorite person. She used to call her Aunt all the time, because I don't think she could say Randy, so she should say Aunt. But she's very close to Randy. And I just wondered, did they name her Madison because of Maddie, the dog that died? Randy's dog? I'm not saying my granddaughter was named, because she's a dog or anything like that sort of thing. But I just wondered if there was kind of a subconscious correlation to that. Because these Chow Shepherds were a big part of the family. Aww. Yeah, I understand, Carly. Some people can't. And if you can't, you can't. I totally get it. You had those dogs for years, so totally makes sense to me. Anyway, Max was my dog, and I had unfortunately told the pound when they were going to take him the first time. I said, I'll try to train him. I'll work with him. Please don't take him. And they didn't take him, but then they said the next time he bites somebody, we are going to have to come and take him away. And he bit the same girl, Taylor, my daughter's friend, again. And I don't remember if her mom called them or not, but they came and they were going to put that loop around Max's neck. And I said, please don't. Please just let me put him in the car. And I said, come on, Maxie. And I had to put him in the car and watch him take him away. And my husband at the time, Roland, my ex-husband, signed the paper the next day for them to put him down. And it was like, I didn't even know that he signed that paper till recently. I found in my journal that I had written down, Roland signed the paper for them to euthanize Max. And I about lost it the other day when I read that in my journal, because I had totally blocked that out. I had totally forgotten. The only thing I remembered was I remembered telling them, the SPCA people, or actually it was the animal control, I said, please don't tell me if you put him to sleep. I don't want to know. Please don't tell me. And that's all I remembered all these years. Even though I wrote it in my journal, I forgot. And I read it and I'm like, wow. My ex-husband actually signed to have my dog put down. And I didn't even remember it. So, yeah, it was absolutely awful. Still hurts my heart to this day. There's so many things with pets that have been grief for me, like giving away Morgan, putting Maya to sleep. I mean, it's been awful. It makes you not even want pets because you have to go through the pain of losing them eventually. It's really hard. So I understand. Anybody that's had a pet and lost them, they understand what you're going through. And I definitely do, Carly. I'm not just saying that. My children are doing what my children do. Living their lives however they best see fit. Not always doing what I agree with, but I got to trust them to God's hands because He knows better what they need than I do. So, Aw. Oh no. Wow. Sounds like you need to move out of that area, Carly. Nothing good's coming from wherever you live. Sounds like it's under a bunch of curses or something. How horrible. Mm. I am so sorry. Ugh. I just, I could not even imagine. I would not want to imagine. That is a big fear I have. That's why I lock my door when I leave. I mean, I don't think anybody would come here and harm my animals or even try to break in my house. I don't live in that kind of area. Most people don't even know this is a house. So, um, I don't worry about that all the time, but I'm starting to get to the point where I really want to get another key made so if Matthew goes out on errands or something, he can come and, lock the door. Oh, Lord. Ugh. Oh, that's terrible, Carly. Oh, gosh. I'm going to delete that part of your comment only because I don't allow that type of graphic stuff on here, but I read what you said. Yes, I will. I might need you to email me so that I can have your email to mail you on the drive if I can. I'll put my email here so you can click on it or whatever you need to do. Still the same as it always been. There you go. Yeah, I know. Thank you, Carly. That means a lot. I appreciate it. Since I've worked in different places, I have worked with many people that, as we say on here, flip flop, can be nice to you one minute and turn on you the next. So I'm kind of used to it. I don't really take it personally anymore like I used to. I will definitely do that for you, hon. I'm going to get going now because I'm getting tired. My eyes are starting to get closey like they do, and I get all embarrassed when I see myself later. So I'm going to get off of here, and y'all have a great night. Thank you for coming in and talking with me, Carly, Sweet Wheat, LB, AC Slater. You didn't say much, but thanks for popping in. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Be blessed, everybody. Have a good night and a good week. See you soon. Shalom.